Fiberglass Industries Association of Telangana and Andhra Pradesh, Hyderabad, and the FRP Institute of India. It is learned that this conclave is being organized periodically since 2002, and the present one is the seventh in the series. It augurs good that it is being held in this historic city of Hyderabad for the first time, that too after creation of the new state of Telangana, and I am really happy to note this. I am delighted to further note that this event is attracting more than 150 exhibitors from India that include glass fiber and resin manufacturers and key raw materials suppliers, traders, machinery manufacturers, etc. It also has keen participation of about 24 companies from China, France, and other countries, and also from certain European-based multinational companies. All are stated to showcase their respective products and abilities. Over 10,000 visitors are expected to get benefited from this exposure. Through the conference, a galaxy of speakers and delegates from all over the exchange their ideas and experiences, and also to deliberate extensively and about 30 papers covering the global status of the industry developments in India, business strategy, new materials, product development, new technologies, etc. are going to be presented. It is wonderful that the ICRP event is a well recognized one by the global companies fraternity as an important international event. I wholeheartedly welcome every participant to this important happening being held in this vibrant vendor city of Hyderabad, which is spruced up to be ready to host any industrial activity anytime with the progressive initiatives of the government of Telangana under the unfailing direction of the great, infallible, visionary and ever inspiring leader Sri K. Kalakuntla Chandrasekhar Rao Garu, our beloved Chief Minister. Our leader Sri KCR holds the strong conviction and the indomitable will to make the state the golden Telangana, and also to convert it as the main hub of industries in India. This dream means to us to drastically increase the employment rate and per capita income of the people of Telangana by harnessing both the natural and human resources the state is fortunately blessed with. Accordingly, the government is fully committed to realize this goal by adopting entrepreneur-friendly approaches through which every possible benefit and comfort is accorded to the investor for choosing this state as his preferred destination for business, hoping to make appreciable profits. I thank the organizers of this event for choosing this city, the heart of Telangana state, as the venue for organizing this unique event. These statistics on hand speak that Hyderabad and Rangareddy districts of Telangana together contribute about 20% of India's total production of composites, and as such, Telangana earns an additional feather in its cap as the country's third largest composites manufacturing states. Most of the manufacturing units fall under the category of MSMEs, So from this point, we all have to make our march forward to achieve greater heights. We also know the stark reality of the Indian economy, that contribution to the GDP of this country from the manufacturing sector is only 15%, while the desired level is 25%. Therefore, we are bound to be keen and eager about speeding up the process of industrialization. May I take the liberty of impressing upon you all that while business and profit making is the concern of the entrepreneur, forging partnership with the potential investors with the aim of obtaining speedy industrialization of the state is the business of our government. As such, in the growth and prosperity of every industrial unit, both the government and the people of Telangana state have got inherent and substantial interests, and therefore want to push forward the activity by all every means. As our government has adopted the above mode, I seek to seize this opportunity to unveil before you the plans and policies that our young government of Telangana state has embarked upon, keeping in view the goals and objects of fast track development of the state as a whole and the manufacturing sector in particular. As we all know, our governmental systems and procedures are accustomed to certain age-old styles of functioning, which is highly dominated by the formalism of archaic rules and procedures, unmindful of the consequences and being nonchalant about the suffering of the people that approach the government officials with hopes. It has been the cry of the people that the results of the democratic governance have been eluding, and the same snowballing to undesirable practices of procratization of the desired action. With this backdrop, immediately after taking over the government by our beloved Chief Minister KCR,